So, welcome back to the next video in the series, and this time I'd like to show you the Babylon.js version of the WebXR starter sample. And Babylon.js has a few more things to show than Three.js. For instance, the controller models look different. Okay, I get it, that makes sense. But from functionality-wise, I can grab, I can flow, I can grab, I can just let it fall. I can move around already because Babylon.js has the teleport functionality and the snap turning already out of the box. So I'll press the left stick forward, I'll aim, I'll turn my stick to get the final orientation, then I release and I can go over here. I see that I missed the second ray here. Let's check if I can grab anyways. I can grab anyways by just moving like forward and in it, or I just point at it and grab the cube. So that works. It's basically the same as with the Three.js. Oh, where are you flying from? The Three.js sample without the pass-through in this case, but the teleporting works already. And I guess let's dive into the code and I'll show you around. So for the code, it's basically the same as with the Three.js sample with a main.js, sync.js, physics, environment, cubes, input, and interaction.js, which where every script handles its respective responsibilities. For instance, the main.js is the main hub, the sync.js does everything garden and scene, physics takes care of physics, and so on and so forth. And let's check it out. For instance, we don't need an input map here. If we have a look at the index.html, it's just importing the main.js. And the style CSS does look similar to Three.js. It's very simple and ensures that our application is running in full speed. The main.js takes care of creating filter time, update the environment in the interactions, and render the scene. We will have the inspector here with Control, Alt, and I to toggle the Babylon.js inspector. We'll have a look at this in a second later on. But for now, let's check out the environment.js. It's like sky, sun, floor, having the teleportation work with the floor mesh, the boxes for the walls, the torus node, and everything else here. The cubes, for building the cubes, and having the dynamic box here for colliders and grabbing and throwing. The input.js for everything regarding hand and controller tracking input, which is actually pretty easy. I think it's a little bit easier in Babylon.js than it is in Three.js, where everything here is like having the squeeze button here, like everything for on grab start and on grab end. The observable here, and the same goes for the end tracking here. In the interaction.js, TS is again for the logic here, like grabbing, holding, moving the cubes around, if it's held, if it's grabbed, if it's released, and setting position and rotation according to the end or the control. Physics is the big difference to Three.js. We don't use Jolt here, we use an integrated Havoc engine, which is in this case very easy to use. We just create Havoc physics, or we instantiate the Havoc physics here and create static boxes, the gravity factor and everything, dynamic boxes for throwing, and controlling the bodies by making kinematic or dynamic. And that's it actually. And for the sync.js, it's just creating the scene, a camera for having non-VR controls just to look around, and all the basic setup here. For instance, optional features for hand tracking or passive filter. I don't know, you name it. And if we now study this one and open it, we see that we can, while holding the left mouse button, look around. It's not an OrbitCam, it's an ArcCam. We can go Control Alt I and open the Babylon.js inspector, which is the new one. If we use to the old inspector, this is the new inspector, we'll see the nodes, everything that's inside the scene. It's in a very Unity-like way to check everything that's here and like the settings that are used. For instance, the node for the WebXR rig is a camera and control speed, blah, 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 blah. Teleportation target, the floor, it puts the floor mesh. You can easily look around in pen, and you can even change things in real time here, which is pretty nice. So the Babylon.js inspector does a pretty good job on inspecting the ceiling, giving you more feedback if you want to check out how something is working or not. Hiding the side pane for now, turn on the Immersive Web Emulator, and as you can see, after that's turned on the right lower side, there is this button to jump into the Immersive Web experience, and we can again move our hands or change the means to controller here. We look at something, we grab it by pinching, move the hand forward, release the grab, and the pupil fall down, and the physics are working. Sometimes when you start the Babylon.js experience, make sure to look around properly, because there may be a possibility that you are facing the wrong way. So at the moment, I'll just turn on the emulator here. And again, if you're looking for the emulator, it's within the Chrome Web Store. It's been updated to version 2.0 not a long time ago, so it should be working with all newer WebXR frameworks. And it's actually a pretty good emulator. The screenshots are not from the latest version, so in the web emulator is looking different from that. I think the new look and the new handling is the improvement to what it was before, and it was a little bit clunky before. Now it feels a little bit more, let's call it immersive. And there's a GitHub repository. I added a README to get you started as fast as possible. Try to explain everything in great detail, give you and maybe your AI agents a good start into the WebXR world. And if there are any questions, feel free to write them in the GitHub repo. And I hope you liked this video and you're considering WebXR for your next project. So please like, subscribe, comment, maybe become a YouTube member. Maybe you can also support us on Patreon or on Ko-fi, or sponsor this repository on GitHub. It really helps the channel grow, and it really helps me doing more projects like these. And that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.